Brunswick proudly introduces the Nexus Formula P plus F and Nexus Formula P. With these two balls, bowlers will be able to cover the widest range of conditions that they may encounter. Hi, I'm Billy O, Brunswick's bowling product manager for consumer products. We've broken the reaction code and now we have a new cover stock technology called adaptive chemistry. This advancement has allowed us to create a ball line with a well-defined reaction on the lane, both front to back and side to side. With this technology, we can create reactions with a strong mid-lane roll and also create more skid-snap reactions. In the first implementation of the adaptive chemistry technology, our design team developed two new cover stocks that project the ball easily through the heads without losing friction down lane. Let's hear what Carmen has to say about this exciting breakthrough in adaptive chemistry.
Adaptive chemistry means that you can change your formulation, because there's many parts of the formulation in the bowling ball that make the system. You can't just have the polymer, you can't have just a plasticizer. You got to put all these ingredients together. Now, we found out how to change these ratios for a given condition. That's what we call adaptive chemistry.
Looking closer at our Formula P plus F cover stock, you can see by adding the projection and friction additives to the base cover stock on the right, we've significantly increased the microtexture, enhanced the molecular structure, creating length and overall friction. Looking closer at our Formula P cover stock, you can see by adding the projection additive to the base cover stock on the right, we've enhanced the molecular structure, creating length through the front and friction on the back end with a larger footprint. Brunswick engineers also developed two new distinct cores for the Nexus balls to accentuate the overall ball motion. The rotor core on the left has a unique design which improves continuation. The arrowhead core on the right has a unique design which increases projection. Let's head to the lanes. We will be bowling first on a heavy oil house condition.
When I use the Nexus Solid, I'm allowed to use this ball on multiple patterns, but it's really good when I'm on a longer pattern. I can stand anywhere I want with this ball and play any part of the lane.
But this ball is strong and hits. Before, we always had bowling balls that hooked, but you got them to hook, they hooked really, they didn't hit. This one actually gets down lane, hooks, and goes to the pins the right way.
Compared to any other ball that I've ever had in my hand, it's out of this world. It's just, as soon as I let go of it, I know whether it's going to come back. Where the other balls, it just seem to, flatten out, and the back ends were not there. With this ball, I think it's going to be the ball to throw on the heavy oil on the back end.
Well, for me, I really struggle when the front's hooked, and with these new balls and the new technology, they really project great through the front. It's really exciting. I don't have to force it through the front. I don't have to throw it as hard as I used to. I can just kind of let it breeze through the front. It's great. It stores a lot of energy in the back end because it gets through the front so clean, and it's just such a great product. We're really excited about it.
This ball currently is at 1500 right out of the box. I'm going to take this 500 Sierra pad, yes, 500 grit, take it to the ball, still get it to go through the front part of the lane, even with my high rev rate.
Made the solid in a Nexus PF, and the reason why we did that is we wanted you to see that we can continue making that shape larger. Think of a bow and arrow. Think of the string and think of the bow. Now, we had balls go down long and come in. Now, the Nexus F, we opened up that bowl, and you can go on a lot of oil and still open that lane and come right back with a great entry. That's the power of that ball. Most times when you try to make a ball hook that much, the ball will open the bowl, but it won't close. This ball closes that bowl and gives you that entry. I mean, that's the most powerful ball I've seen so far.
Now, let's look at the Nexus Formula P Pearl on a lighter oil house condition.
As the lane starts to transition, I can move to the Nexus Pearl. I know there's some hook down lane because of all the traffic the players have been using it with, and I can just wheel and deal with it, and it strikes at will.
I've always had issues getting the ball down lane later in the blocks. I always felt like I had to use a really weak bowling ball, then a loose hit down lane, and I was always kind of felt like kind of handcuffed. Here, I hit the ball, same bowling ball. It gets down the lane so clean, but still has big pop down lane where you can actually open up the lane and create another 3 or 4 boards later in blocks.
Well, the Nexus Pearl really offers a shape that I haven't seen before. It's so much cleaner and so much more angular. I almost have to get used to it after a little while. At first, it was something I wasn't used to seeing, and I had to took some adjustments and getting used to. But now that I'm used to it, I really like what I'm seeing, and the angle and the push through the front is just so exciting and so new. It's really going to offer up a whole new, more chances for me to score and a whole new opportunities.
Pearl in my hand, and I think that's going to be the ball I'll be able to straighten up a little bit, play into the dry, and still have the nice back end that I need to carry the 10 out.
Now let's watch some differences of the Nexus Solid and Nexus Pearl.
Nexus Pearl and the Ultimax. Ultimax is one of my favorite balls ever since it's come out. But the difference is this Nexus Pearl just gets through the front part of the lane a little bit better, just as nice and clean, but still has a lot of real sharp back end movement and really goes to the pins.
Well, the Nexus Solid is so much more aggressive because it gets to the front so clean. It stores so much more energy. The Nexus Pearl is great for when the lanes break down. It's so clean through the front that I don't have to force it.
When I first got the Alpha Max, I was amazed at how much that ball hooked. Now, with the Nexus Solid, it's a whole new level. It's longer, stronger than any Brunswick ball I have thrown, and I have thrown all of them, and this one just is unbelievable.
Both Nexus balls use the Addaptive chemistry projection additive to preserve axis rotation, rotational inertia, and ball speed for the back end of the lane, which are all essential parts of pin carry. Get yourself a Nexus, or better yet, both, and start winning today.